And Tennessee opens in man-to-man. Candace Parker was guarding Enright. More than a minute gone by, no score. A three in the air and
from deep, and because of the size of Tennessee, your perimeter game better be strong.
Again, Tennessee clearly trying to power inside, take it.
Offensive rebounding remains one of their best offensive weapons, Tennessee.
Back inside go the Black Knights. Megan Brable, senior from Stafford, Virginia, averaging 6.5 per game. And the response.
It says the most important thing she'll bring to the team is energy and defense. We'll see.
The transfer of Wiley Gatewood in December, then the injury on the top 3 seed in Rutgers, all in that Cleveland bracket. That's tough to take.
Enright shot blocked by Parker. She admits to 6'4". For a while she asked Tennessee's folks to list her at 6'3". Some believe she's really 6. Parker, redshirt freshman, sat out all of last year with a knee injury.
Range, back to the basket skills. She's got
these two seniors, Zolman and Fluker, without winning the national championship. Every Lady Vol since 1976 has been to at least one Final Four. Parker the steal. She's fouled. Leading.
She's actually out of breath. She just came over to the Tennessee bench.
Though I think she set the pace for this team early on both sides of the ball.
Enright passed up an open three, and the soft touch. Army was way behind. Their players battled all the way to the very end.
Yeah, and I don't think because of their training, Sean, they're ever going to be in a position to be rattled.
Parker a miss, but then again the
weakest 4, and so if you're Sylvia Hatchell and the fact that you're in Nashville, it's just tough to take when you go 29-1 in the regular season. Sean, that's because they are, as you said, outsizing them at every position. But look at this great execution. Good patience, good shot, results.
Now she wants to play Tennessee tempo, but not run up Army's back. You can see if her players try to be a little bit more consistent on defense and get some of those open looks closed down.
They tried to trap. Army got
out.
And a turnover to Spencer. If you're thinking about a dunk, there it is!
We said it at the start. She wants to show out. I think she feels like she's the best player in America. The best freshman in America is Candace Parker. She has set the tone early, and the throwdown in transition. Yes, ma'am, we see you, Candace Parker.
Balls with a 1-point lead.
Athleticism, obviously, all of those things were
22.5% free throw shooter with the block and is slow to get back. It's 5-on-4 right now for the Lady Vols. Dostie all alone, and Hornbuckle looks to push. Sophomore from South Charleston, West Virginia, played on 4 straight high school state champions. Alex McGuire, that's it.
Themselves available. That's so important when a team wants to come at you with a lot of pressure.
Parker guarded by the much shorter King. King at 5'8", trying to have been done in the paint or fouled in the paint to get to the line to score more. Zolman the takeaway off for Hornbuckle. Hornbuckle, one of 11.
So obviously, I don't think a lot of them went into it with the idea, yeah, I'm going to go to Army and serve in the military. But it's because of the uniqueness of the situation they become attracted.
Also, 2 uncles who attended the United States Military Academy in West Point. Hornbuckle off to Parker, and the acrobatic score bounced off. Enright already with 9 points for the Black Knights. Zolman with 10-2 on ESPN. Check the local listings in your area to see which game is on. Of course, we'll be moving in and out throughout the tournament. And game to game. Coaches think you should be in their poll. The media believes you should be in its poll. It wasn't just the committee.
Strongest rated conference in America. It is true.
Fluker at the line. Tournament action for the 3rd time. Nice move by Hand. And Old Dominion, George Washington, the champions of the Colonial Athletic, responsible for dealing with the leadership at the academy and helping.
Well, she has other commitments. She's taken away from the parents. She's essentially an alarm clock. She takes out the trash. She's got to pick up. It's a reflection of the kind of training they get.
Zolman gets the bounce. She lurking, waiting to block it. Zolman underneath. Dostie wide open. Stephanie Stone handed it off to McGuire. And the 3-ball would not go for Millette. Region, Tennessee at 92%. She's missed to Spencer. Spencer did not play in the NCAA tournament last year. Had an injury. Jump hook by Dostie wouldn't go. Dostie got it back, was fouled. They'll count it. Then she'll go high school player of the year. It's the end of that Patriot League championship game against Holy Cross. She made the free throw in the final seconds that broke a tie and gave them. You can see that a lot talking to these Army women. A lot of them do have military in their backgrounds, relatives who have 5 of the previous 6 coming in. King Enright steals the Parker pass. Army down by 25 in the final seconds. McGuire's
toughness of their situation, Sean, and that reaction after a big win.
Men's team hasn't even been to the NIT. Had many wondering how they would be able to as well for Dixon. Parker, the miss. Enright's pass a little bit too late. McGuire would have.
First half attacking the basket. She said just because they're supersized, don't assume that you can't get in there and make some shots.
Of the first half, that dunk changed the game in a number of ways. Parker in before that, his alma mater. He had been out of coaching for a couple of years and in administration in the conference level in the Metro Atlantic and in the Mid-American Conference. Resource for a first-year head coach as well.
No question. It's a great thought as your first-time head coaching experience to put somebody who's been a head coach, Sean. I would think that that's a great comfort zone, making those decisions, especially in tight ball games. Oh!
This team now because she was their choice and they're playing hard for her.
Days. Went back to Chicago, packed up all for about 2 weeks, and now
DePaul, she on a whim just drove to Chicago, walked into Doug Bruno's office and basically sold herself, got herself a graduate assistant, and then a couple of years later.
Maggie Dixon graduated from the University of San Diego in 1999. Was devastated, but as you said, Doris, just a couple days later joined a friend who was moving to Chicago, said, oh, I'll go along for the ride. See if maybe I can get 7 assists, already a career high for Candace, 5 rebounds and a turnover. And the first ever dunk in a women's NCAA tournament game. From a basketball family, her dad Larry played at Iowa. Brother Anthony Parker played professionally, now playing in Israel.
Oh!
And there's dunk number 2. And the crowd can't believe what it is seeing today. You almost wish she was on this break so they could throw it up over the rim and see if she could do. King a jumper. And with the score as one-sided as it is, you just are almost waiting to see what Candace Parker is going to do next. They scored in transition.
Great feed, and how about that elevation of finish? Her mom just said she's getting her springs back. My goodness gracious.
Never been a dunk in an NCAA women's tournament game. There have been 4.
It's really been anticipated the entire season. What a moment for her to bring it out.
And Asicki missed a free throw, but the Baltimore, he played through high school. Lindsey Moss in the game. She's had her season interrupted by a couple of broken noses. And the push the other way by King. And a nice.
Every recruiting situation, Maggie Dixon will focus on the positives.
Tennessee travels very well. A lot of orange all over this 8,600 seat arena. Nice pass and the finish inside North Carolina A&T. And Michelle Snow did it twice.
Correct. A two-handed slam by Michelle. Alluded to this in the interview with Holly. There was a it will change eventually how the game is played.
Year last year, player of the year this year. She played well in some of the against Tennessee.
Yeah, at 2 games, Sean, where she hits the game winner, one where she hits free throws to send it into overtime.
Senior, who's battled a lot of injuries the last couple of years. She's number 13 for Army. And since that win, this will be 14 straight losses in the tournament for the Patriot League. Fuller, one out. All the Lady Vols who are dressed have played, and all but Dominique Redding have scored. She hasn't taken a shot. Toasty, and a steal by Enright. Redding got back. Enright not intimidated, and a chance to. 1 out of 2 from the line today. Now 1 out of 3. And an offensive rebound for Megan Evans. Lost it on the floor.
I imagine, Sean, one thing you wouldn't have to coach with Army is effort.
Championship. All back in against the keeper in the Windy City.
She's in a very good spot. She'll get quality coaching. Yeah, no question. I like that. The academic profile is going to be very high for all student athletes, but there's also a physical element to it.
Has she gone to the academy? She went to the United States Military Academy Prep School in Fort Monmouth, New Jersey. About 2 times at the academy and the 5 years of military service thereafter. The reserve time as well for 3 years. Inosicki leading the break at 6'4".
How about that pass?
Redding now with back-to-back buckets. Enright the run out.
Well, she's going to be beat when this thing is all over.
Stephanie Stone, the rebound. McGuire ahead of the field. All. Minute 25 to go. And a nice jumper in transition. You saw the bench erupt. First bucket for Adrian Payne. She's been deep on the bench. She had 7 points in their opener against Coach.
Active duty, got it.
The strip by Inosicki. And she goes from past half court in to score.
Her confidence go up.
Steal by Alex Fuller. Another player well over 6 like Tennessee that can propel you on to something.
As well, they were not at all rattled. It was just a superior Tennessee team who looks ready for this time of year and maybe has a little chip on their shoulder because of that 2 seed.
5 points for Fuller. A 50-point lead for Tennessee. And the bucket by Sarah Anderson just put into the ball game, a freshman from Honey Creek, Iowa. And that's it.